So not too long ago, one of you requested I review the Dakoyu 10-in-1. Here we go. This has a lot of pluses and it has one huge drawback. Let's get started. Now, at the top of the market, I would say that the single handle multi-tool with a bit driver is probably the Gerber Armbar trade. That's probably the greatest competitor to the DK 10-in-1. Let's go ahead and weigh the Gerber. So this weighs in at 3.4 ounces or 97 grams. Compare that to the DK 10-in-1, 148 grams or 5.2 ounces. So it's about 2 ounces heavier. It is definitely a little bit more of a heavier tool. Then when it comes to the length, we definitely see that it is a little bit longer than the Gerber Armbar trade as well. Now, price is where the DK 10-in-1 really shines. This comes in $10. Now, the Gerber Armbar trade, I think it sells for $20 to $40, maybe more sometimes. Anyway, there's a lot of a variable there. You can pick this up fairly decent on eBay. There's sales sometimes, but it can get pretty expensive. So at $10, the DK 10-in-1 definitely is the bargain of the two. Now it has a pretty nice pocket clip as well right here. So that's really nice. It has fairly nice handles right here. It seems to be metal handles. Then on the back, let's get to the first huge negative of the tool, and then we'll get into some more positives. So this is a big negative and a big positive. Now, one of the huge positives is that this is a locking tool. It is multi-positional. It locks in at 90 degrees, also 180 degrees. Pretty fantastic that it does that. Again, on a very cheap tool right here. But this is the huge negative part. You have a double-sided Phillips 5mm. 5mm. Now, I can understand if AliExpress was overflowing with 5mm bit kits. To this day, I cannot find an easy over-the-counter 5mm bit kit that you can plug and play with your tool. Now you can buy them with the Signal clones and some other multi-tools. They come with them. So here is the double-sided bit that it comes with. Nothing wrong with the bit itself. And then this is the kit that comes with your Signal clone that you can buy for about $20 off of AliExpress. The clone and the bit kit. But separate, you cannot buy, at least I can't find any, full 5mm bit kits. That's a huge issue. Now, again, we've talked about adapters that can convert it to a 1/4 inch, all that kind of stuff. But again, there's the underlying issue is we need a full 5mm bit kit for these to be viable. Now, no complaints about the knife. It's locking, works as it should. Right there, pretty much your standard knife. In the future, I might get a tester for knife sharpness, but at the moment, I don't really have a reliable method to do that. We do have the scissors, so I'll go ahead and do a little bit of checks with the scissors. Sometimes these are really good, sometimes they're not so good. This one right here does cut through paracord to some extent. Don't understand why. Some of these scissors look very similar, but some of them are remarkably better than others. So this, it works, but it doesn't seem to be near as good as, for instance, some on like the Surge clone or the Byberry clone. I'm not sure why, to be honest. Not sure why. Let's try even this strap. It doesn't seem to have an issue there. Again, I did try it both ways. I know sometimes they're fairly sensitive, the scissors. Obviously, it should cut through paper without any issue. Let's go ahead and cut some rubber. It does cut right through the rubber as well. No issue. So it does work on some heavier duty material, but it doesn't seem to be quite as good as some of the other scissors. I do notice a little bit of a difference. For instance, off of the Byberry clone, those scissors are definitely a little bit better. at least than this one. All right, let's look at some of the other tools. So we do have a can opener, and then it does look like it has a little bit of a screwdriver on the end. On this tool, we do have the flat screwdriver, then a bottle cap lifter. So we've got the can opener, the bottle cap lifter. Then we have a package opener, which I think that's a pretty cool addition because, again, this reminds me of like the Gerber dime, is it, that has the package opener a lot of people like. And then also is it the Wingman or the Rev? I think one of those has a package opener as well. So I think some people will really like that as well. So we've got the scissors, we've got the knife. Again, we've got a couple screwdrivers, can opener, bottle cap lifter, package opener. Then we do have, again, this bit driver. We do have the nice pocket clip on the back. All those come with this tool. So wrapping this up, I do think this tool is worth $10. I just definitely don't think it's in the same league as, for instance, the Gerber Armbar because of its bit driver. Also, even though it does have a nice large set of scissors, the scissors don't perform near as well as some other scissors on some multi-tools that are fairly inexpensive. It does have a nice pocket clip. You have your knife, your other auxiliary tools, but I do think the lack of the 1/4-inch bit driver and the scissors really let it down. Is it still worth $10? Probably, but too much more than that, and you might as well just take apart a multi-tool and make your own version of this, which might turn out a little bit better.